It is now my great pleasure to introduce the individual who will be leading us into the next chapter of PamCham's growth and success. Let's give a warm round of applause to our newly elected PamCham president, Attorney Paul L. Uzi, as he delivers the welcome remarks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fellow members, officers, and directors, and to our distinguished guests who will be introduced later. Um, I'm very happy that we are gathered here again for the 80th General Membership Meeting of the Pampanga Chamber of Commerce, which recently celebrated its 20th founding anniversary. And to make the initial remarks, I'm very uh, equally happy that I appear before you as the new president for 2025 and 2026. I am not fond of reading uh, prepared speeches, but I thank our executive director, Joyce, for preparing one. I just would like to mention at least 3 to 4 developments that are happening in our region, especially the province of Pampanga. And number one, as you can see, even at the airport, in Clark International Airport, you already have the end of the supposedly long railway. And that would indicate that here in our region, we are already ready to receive passengers coming from Manila to here and back and forth. But unfortunately, if it is so unfortunate, I am not quite privy that the resignation of Secretary Bautista as well as his USEC for railways may quite slow the impact of the development. But we are lucky that our kababayan, Mr. Vince Dizon, has been appointed as the new Secretary of the DOTR. And we all know how he worked during his BCDA days, and with his talents and experience in government, he would facilitate and definitely hurdle all the challenges insofar as the railways system is concerned. Number two, we are also excited that we have heard that turboprop airplanes normally fly and land at the Naiya International Airport may be transferred to the Clark International Airport. And this is a very good development because if all these turboprop airplanes would be relocated, definitely SIAC or the Clark International Airport would be the hub of domestic travel in the whole Philippines. And it will be centered in Region 3 at Clark International Airport. And also, I think it has not yet been a law, but it was already signed at the Senate level, the new BCDA law, extending the law for another 50 years, I believe. And the highlight of that law is that 5% of all alienable and disposable land managed by BCDA will be allowed for development by private enterprises. So therefore, instead of a long-term lease, which is normally being circumvented under the current strict provision of the BCDA law, there will now be private enterprises, developers, that will develop 5% of the whole alienable and disposable land into real estate development. We now have Ayala here, Philinvest, Robinsons, and what have you. And on the local level, we are happy to, the chairman and I, are happy to tell you that there's an ordinance that was passed by the provincial government, which they call as an oversight committee ordinance. What is that committee? Um, it is for the purpose of reviewing processes, business processes of all LGUs and cities under its jurisdiction, whether they are complying with the ARTA, anti-red tape law, or whether they are violating any law. And luckily, the provincial government has recognized the Pampanga Chamber of Commerce as one of those private organizations who will have a membership in that oversight committee. What does it mean? We will have a strong voice. We will have opportunity to be able to share what we think that people in government, in the local government level, do not share. So we will also be sharing our sort of expertise, no, from the private sector point of view. And these are very important development in the province of Pampanga. And we see a very exciting future ahead, especially with the leadership of our stalwart chairman, Mr. Rene Romero, who has been very strong in advocating development in the province of Pampanga. With all of this report, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for coming, and let us enjoy the speech of our guest of honor and speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President Attorney Paul L. Yusi, for your inspiring welcome remarks.